I'm officially recording.
Yeah, I'm ready as well.
Hi.
So, before we start recording, I just want to say, these fucking viewers, I hate them. Can we not have any of these on the new video?
I have some bad news. I actually am recording.
Oh, thank God, are we not recording today? Because I'm in the middle of playing Ultra Kill right now, and...
Well, that was a joke, obviously. I wouldn't actually say that.
Well, you know, I've said nothing incriminating.
So Stigma was on time this time, guys, so you have to be nice to him.
I mean, so we say, there's no evidence.
I mean, there is. You said when everyone is here on time in the chat. Smile.
Oh, damn it. That's afraid. But hello, welcome back to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Havoc movie. We're back.
Yeah.
What happened last time, guys? Darnell.
Okay. Well, last time we
He's still making Darnell do.
We were hanging out. I was hanging out with Iego at his house, and we called up Yuzo to bring us some bagels and to plan our next move. And we were talking about how maybe we can't.
Wait, what do you mean we?
Okay, and then we were talking about how we wanted to maybe be a little more careful with this game, do it from an investigation standpoint. Yuzo was like, I'm already doing that. I was like, okay, cool. And then we got our next message to go to the mall. I forgot the name of the mall. Pale Green, I think.
That's right.
Oh, damn. We go there, and then all of a sudden, in the sky, there's a giant pink moon, which Yuzo can see because he goes up to the roof to scan things out while Iego and Hayden go in. Yuzo runs into
Technically, I go up there to start a fire in the air vents, but that didn't happen.
Right. Yuzo ends up fighting a rat, he gets injured, and he realizes he can't treat the injury for whatever reason, so he's like, ah, shit. Flashes over to us, we take care of the cameras so no one will track us, but then we run into Bruce, this like behemoth muscly guy, and his stand gorillas, and he punches Iego so hard he almost dies immediately. And there's a very intense fight where we douse him in water, freeze him, and overcome him. Meanwhile, Yuzo, right after that's done, I'm taking Iego to the hospital. I'm like, Yuzo, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'll be fine. And he starts to leave. He banks on the hope that this stand has a range limitation. And sure enough, a security guard follows him.
As if it's not an obvious fact.
There are some stands in universe that don't have range limits. They're very scary. Those are the strongest ones usually. And then he ends up getting chased by
this was very clearly a Mariah type stand.
And then he ends up being followed by the security guard, who reveals himself. They agree to like a Mexican standoff, but on the count of one, the ball comes back with a critical roll, smacks him in the back of the head. He's done, and we're all driving off, and that is where we left off, in the middle of traffic. Well, me and Iego anyways. I think Yuzo's still at the scene of the crime.
Yeah. I still fucking love that fight because Yuzo is such a cheating bastard.
Cheater. Yeah, so what's up next, Tanhony? Did I miss anything?
So we're gonna... That's pretty much it, yeah. So we're gonna skip ahead a little bit, just like 10 minutes or so, let's say. Let's say an hour or two, because that's a very short time frame. We get out of the hospital. Iego is sort of being treated... After being treated, you're sort of in a hospital bed with a cast comically on your leg being lifted up. I imagine Hayden's there. Yuzo, would you be making your way to the hospital? Would you have other intentions?
No, I have to... I'm gonna be dealing with the aftermath of the rat guy. Rat salad, yeah. I need to make sure that this guy doesn't like die on my watch, and I'm gonna send him to my buddies so that they can keep an eye on him.
Right. Okay. So as the little vans arrive to surreptitiously take this gentleman away, in the hospital. Any sort of discussion going on, Hayden and Iego?
Iego, I think he'll be just like clutching his wounded side, groaning a bit. He'll be going, "Oh, that's Bruce. He got me good that time."
Yeah. I didn't know you were so... just looking at you, I thought you would have been able to take a punch better than that, but...
What the fuck?
Fucking game.
I guess I just thought you made it tougher stuff. My point is, I'm sorry that I wasn't defending you. I thought you would be fine. I didn't think he would hurt you that bad.
I'm sorry you were such a bitch.
Hayden hears a faint buzzing start to enter the room.
Oh, what's that? They must have some flies in here or something. Anyway, point is, I'm sorry that I wasn't the one in the front with my stand, is what I'm trying to say.
You.
What good guy.
Looking to start something, yeah, punk.
No, Mr. Way, I swear. Look, I'm not very good with my words. My point is, I'm sorry you were hurt.
Oh, that's right. You have Charisma 4. This is real varying character.
Yeah, I'm trying. My point is, what I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry you got hurt, and I'm happy you're okay. Honest.
Yeah.
Mr. Way?
Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm still kicking.
I thought he passed in the middle of that.
Yeah, I can see. Anyway, do you want me to turn the TV on or leave you be, or is there anyone I should call for you?
No, stay right there, and are there any drinks in the room? Any type of food or anything?
There's a little fruit bowl that's been sort of mauled by previous patients. There's a little bottle of water.
Okay.
Bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Sometimes I forget Tan is British.
Yeah, and then he says
That's a
bottle
blight
of
on
water.
humanity.
I do my best to hide it. It's like
Aigo will try to stealthily, extract some of the water from the bottle with his individual swarm bugs. Just, slowly drip them down Hayden's back.
You cannot be serious.
Ooh.
I will allow it.
I think he does he feel it? Like, how subtle is it?
Like he's gonna pace himself. He's in no rush.
All right, if it's subtle, then
feel
I'll
your
just say
sins crawling on your back.
Yeah, Hayden doesn't notice it. If he does, he probably assumes it's sweat.
All right.
Well, let's not leave. This isn't always up to chance, of course. We've got dice for a reason.
I don't mind giving it to Aigo if he's up to something funny. I don't mind giving him the freebie on me.
Yeah, this does seem like a JoJo skit.
Go ahead.
Aigo wait until it gathers more or less around his asshole. Then I think he's gonna freeze it all at once.
Ah! Oh Jesus! Oh God! What is this? Ah! I assume that I just feel like a hard, cold thing in my ass.
And then he'll let it melt immediately.
Oh God.
I think I have to use the bathroom.
Was Hayden, but you can tell off something.
Why are you two gaslighting each other?
I'll be right back, Aigo. I'm having a bit of an emergency right now.
Can you keep gaslighting each other? Why are you doing this?
I just gotta go. And he's gonna run down to the nearest bathroom. It's very embarrassing.
Aigo will chuckle.
As a gamer, you're used to your body not working properly, but even so, you can't help but wonder: could this be the work of an enemy stand?
I don't know what it is, but I gotta go get cleaned up, so that's what I'm doing. Is there anyone in this bathroom? This dingy hospital bathroom?
Gaslighting each other.
There is not now. Why do you assume it's dingy? It's actually very clean.
Oh, is there anyone in this clean bath? All right, so there's no one watching me.
There is not now.
Okay, I'm gonna get in a stall and try and quickly clean myself up. See what the fuck happened.
There's a knock on the stall door.
Occupado!
You notice there is no toilet paper.
No! Please don't tell me this is what we're doing this week! Please, Tanhony, tell me you're not making...
I'm joking.
You're not making me fight Akamanto!
To be fair, this would be a Polnareff episode.
Okay.
I could see this happening to Polnareff.
I thought he was gonna make me fight a toilet paper ghost on my own. No, so there's no toilet paper ghost?
leaving the bathroom, No toilet paper. Someone leaves the bathroom, and then a roll of blue toilet paper rolls underneath the stall door.
I sort of raise an eyebrow. That's a little weird. I've never
You
seen
want the
blue
blue
toilet. I
and
assume
the
I've never
red
seen
toilet
non-white
paper?
toilet paper before. So I
Yeah,
you know.
As a gamer, you don't see much toilet paper at all, I imagine.
What? Is that a stereotype? Gamers don't wipe their ass?
This is an alternate universe. I can make whatever stereotypes I fucking want.
So I finished.
He actually has shit locks.
I finished cleaning myself up.
God.
I go check, and I look at this blue toilet paper, and I pick it up. Is there any other toilet paper like it in the bathroom?
There is not. It's unusually tensile. It's stronger than usual. Like, you could tie something up with this if you needed to.
Really? I imagine I sort of tug it a little bit to test that. I'm gonna try wrapping it around my arms. Like, you know how those fighters in movies, they they wrap the bandages around their arms? I've probably seen that in, like, I don't know, some sort of cool fighting movie. I try to do that. Wrap my forearms
You
up.
do so. You are now a gamer with toilet paper wrapped around your arms.
Does it feel, like, tough?
The door
I
opens,
wish
a
someone
doctor
were around
walks
to see
in.
this.
A professional-looking adult doctor walks into the bathroom, looks at you, turns back around and leaves.
No, an adult boxer?
An adult doctor.
Oh, I thought you said an
Professional-looking man.
adult boxer, like he had his gloves on.
I heard boxer too.
Poor Ted.
I was a doctor.
Alright, I just kind of... I bring the roll with me. I stash it in, like, my mallet space or whatever, and I'll head back to the room.
Right, okay. Have you been doing anything in the meantime, Hagen?
Wheezing, coughing.
It's okay, you big baby. You'll be fine after a long
I
rest.
hope I hope Iggy is just overplaying his injury.
Yeah, like classic lawyer
Like-
moment.
Well, meanwhile, across
He
the city,
thinks he
I
can
see the GTA
do
5
Bruce
zoom out.
Bruce over a stand battle.
He's like, what is Yuzu up to? Is he, so he was dealing with the aftermath of the incident. What would he likely be doing here, Jack?
So after Rat Salad, I keep wanting to call him Rat Catcher for some reason.
You seen Suicide Squad?
But huh?
Have you seen
Yeah,
Suicide
I
Squad?
did. I did watch Suicide Squad recently. Great film.
That's it.
I talked to one of the guards about Suicide Squad for 20 minutes now.
It's a horrifying
Um,
experience because the guard clearly thinks you're talking about the original Suicide Squad, and he's an avid fan. He nods with his bushy mustache. My favorite line. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna kill you real bad. Badass.
Okay, I stopped talking to this guy and I go talk to. So, anyways, I stop wasting time and I make sure everything's sorted out with Rat Salad and is my acquaintance on my sheet here.
So would we be discussing the acquaintance that perhaps appeared last time
Yeah.
in voice form? She is not currently here. She is busy, but she is available for messaging on your phone if you do need to.
Right. All right. Since she's not here, I am going to send her a message with updates on everything that's happened thus far, as well as telling the men that have Rat Salad to go pick up Bruce in the mall and make sure
Right.
he's not dead. And then with all that sorted, I guess it's just time to go see Iggy in the hospital.
No worries. You get a little thumbs up emoji from your associates. It seems that she's busy at the moment, but she's sort of acknowledging the instructions you're giving her here. And at the same time,
I send
you
a
do get
heart
a message.
emoji.
She sends a skull back.
Oh.
And then you get another text message from a now unfamiliar number, reading the following. And everyone, you two in the hospital, you also get this at the same time.
Do you want to do the honors, Jack?
Incredible! You've committed a victory! I am so happy right now. You are a tired guy who wants to rest, so you will have some hours rest. Enjoy, and don't forget, stupid face.
Aw, that was nice of them. We committed a victory, guys.
I like to imagine that I like to imagine that you guys are like reading that message and then like Yuzo's voice just comes out of nowhere reading it in that dramatic fashion, and he's standing in the doorway now.
Very cool.
Oh, that's good. I like that. I will allow that.
Oh, hey, you made it. Did you have any trouble with your guy?
Huh? Nah, it was nothing too big. Pretty easy fight, honestly.
Yeah. Iego's not feeling too well, but come in. There's some fruit over there, and yeah.
I enter the room. And I just sit down on the chair and kick back.
Well, he's entering the room Iego's in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuzo, my guy.
Hey,
Did you manage to catch our enemy's legal name?
Legal name. No, sorry about that.
Shame.
What, you're telling me you don't think his name was Bruce?
Igo looks Hayden straight in the eyes. What rational being names their son Bruce?
I know, I was saying it sarcastically.
I'm going to be honest.
Intonation is not very
that
good.
is the least unreasonable name in the entirety of JoJo lore.
Bruce. Anyway, so we don't know their names, but you did get them, right? They didn't disappear this time?
Huh? Disappear?
Like, your guys grabbed the people, right? Like, remember Funko disappeared?
Yeah. They're grabbed.
Okay, Hayden lets out like a sigh of relief. I think he didn't know he was holding in. That they didn't at least murder these guys, that they're somewhere safe. Alright. So we can feel good about this one. Well, they said they'd give us some time to rest, so... I don't know, what do you guys want to do? Grab dinner or something?
Wait, Mr. Tanhony, how are Iego's wounds anyways?
Let's say for the sake of you being able to move around, they're not as bad as you are acting as they are. But they're still hurting.
I don't know if I can go out. You might have to bring the food to me.
Yeah, we can get delivery or something. I think the Chinese place is still open. You guys cool with Chinese?
Yeah, sure.
Epic. I'll call them up, place an order for us. Get a big old feast.
Get me some Beijing duck.
Like the fucking Yakuza character? I don't know.
No comment.
I don't know. I'll see if they got that. I'm like rolling my eyes. Yeah, Tan, I'll call up the food place and get something ordered.
Yeah, the phone is answered. Hello. This
Hi.
is the hut. What can I do for you?
The hut. Yeah, do you guys have any Beijing duck?
So you've heard of it then? Yes. All life forms need food to continue their existence. Would you like some for yourself? The Beijing duck?
I think I'll just get a shrimp combo platter.
Is this Antonio's brother? What is this?
Yuzo,
Can you
what do you
please
want?
repeat?
Just get me some fried rice.
Alright, can I get an order of fried rice, and can I get a shrimp combo platter, and 4 things of crab rangoon?
Such gluttony. It will be rewarded in the afterlife. It is on the way. What address shall the chariot transpire to?
We're on the 3rd floor of I named the hospital, room 348.
It will be delivered on wings of rubber.
Okay,
Phone
man.
hangs up.
Goodbye. I've probably ordered from this place before, right? Have they ever been like this? Is this the norm?
They're consistently like this.
Okay. God, that place is so weird, but their food is the bomb.
I'm waiting for the reveal that this guy's 100% a stand user, to be honest.
Yeah. He's like, did you enjoy the food? And fucking guts are gonna come ripping out.
So
I'm convinced this is Antonio's like brother-in-law or something.
So yeah, within the next 20 minutes, they have good delivery times. There's a knock at the door.
Oh, Yuzo, can you get that? I'm in the middle of something. I say I'm like playing a game on my phone.
Yeah. I get up and go get the door.
Beyond the door is a man
I'm
holding
fucking
your
adult.
takeaway food. He is wearing a black trench coat, a sailor's hat, also in black, and little circular sunglasses.
Oh man.
Your food.
Is
The bounty
this
you have
fucking
wished
Victor
for has
from
come
Strange?
at last.
Is this fucking Victor from Soul Hackers?
Is it? Let me look
I
at
don't know.
Victor real quick. Is it with a
Victor,
K or a
post
C,
picture in the chat
Jack?
for the viewers.
Okay.
Dr. Victor? Oh my god, it could
Yeah.
be. It could be actually. Hold
Let's
on.
say that's him. Put him in chat.
Victor Hackers. Alright, I'm putting him in. Give me a second. He looks like this tan. It's actually a pretty good.
This is the one that we should take as the one he looks like.
Yeah. Victor.
The bounty you have wished for has arrived at last. He holds it out to you. But of course, compensation is required for the conclusion of any transaction.
Oh,
Are you permitted?
yeah, Mr. Way is paying. Hey, where's your wallet, buddy?
Mr. Way, perhaps you will know the way forward to the next chapter of your lifetime.
Yeah. Here's your money, delivery boy, and he just pulls out like. Actually, wait, how much? Wait, I forget. Are we not at the room?
$30.
$30. Make sure you tip him well too. He was fast.
He gives 50 total.
Wow.
Indeed,
You
speed
can call
is
me
the
whatever.
great...
You can call me delivery boy if you're tipping like that. I don't give a fuck. what
Speed
you
is the
call me.
great rebellion of mankind. Did you know? In ancient times, humans were slow hunters, wearing their prey down through attrition. The ability to run is a rebellion against our very genetic destiny. I will go now.
Yeah, I took the freshman science class too.
Enjoy the food while you can. With that, he
Jesus,
turns
dude.
around and leaves.
Don't you think that's kind of a fucked up thing to say in a hospital?
Oh.
You
That's
said
it.
enjoy it while you can to a patient who's in a hospital with his leg up like that. It's kind of mean.
Are we not all patients in our own little rooms?
All right, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out!
We will meet again when next your stomach growls. You shut the door on him as I'm speaking. You can hear some
Yeah,
muffled for a moment.
whatever you say,
The
Shakespeare.
new Pennsylvania season is pretty weird.
Yeah, that guy sucks. I hate him.
Well, that was cool. I liked him. I want to invite him to a party.
What kind of guy says enjoy while you can to a dude in the hospital bed? It's messed up. I'm sorry, Mr. Way.
Did you see his uniform?
Yeah, I don't really get what that was. Was that like cosplay or something?
I don't know, seems you might have ordered from a sketchy place.
This restaurant wouldn't happen to be like a giant fucking boat on the river, would it?
It is not.
Okay.
I just ordered.
What
So I don't know what
do
the
you even
Sailor
order,
Girl is
Hayden?
about.
Oh, I got the shrimp combo platter, and I kind of pull out my little plastic tin.
The heck is this? This isn't Chinese food.
Yeah, welcome to America. Sort of pop it open.
Figures.
It's just like shrimp and rice, I imagine. Maybe some vegetables thrown in. Oh,
Did you say crab rangoon?
Yeah, I did get crab rangoon. You
You're
want
telling
some?
me a shrimp fried this rice?
They have not yet reached that level. He is not there. I'm just imagining what he would say.
Dude, I just need to take a second to appreciate like crab
His
rangoon.
like silhouette shows up behind the window.
Crab rangoon is like so delicious that just mentioning it made me want to get some.
As everyone is chowing down, you do get a text, a little buzz on your phone from your associates.
Oh.
It's like when I'm just picturing like when Kira showed up in the window to attack
Killer
Marcus.
Queen has already fried that rice.
Express delivery explosion. Oh man, Jack, looks like you got some plot going on, buddy.
Yeah. I look at my phone. I look to Aiden and Iggy, and I'm like, "Excuse me, I gotta make a call real quick."
Alright,
Gotta.
man.
My girl doesn't know what all this is about. You know how it is. I just leave.
Oh, you got a girl. I can respect that, man. Yeah, take your time. I'll keep Iggy company.
Yeah. So I leave the hospital and go sit on a bench outside, away from other people, and I call her up.
Hey, you good to talk?
What?
You good to talk?
Yeah.
Right. We mentioned a while ago we wanted to look into the Funko the Clown guy, right? I'm making sure that's right.
Yeah.
Right. We found him, Frank Coletso. He's a prisoner at the Havenwood National Penitentiary. And you said this guy had escaped, or he would sort of acted like he'd escaped, or?
I wasn't even under the impression that he was a prisoner, although
Right, okay.
he did openly admit to murdering people, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's hard to get away with it when you do that sort of stuff. So,
Yeah.
weird thing is, so you'd say he's sort of, I know the name, you'd say he's sort of a clowny guy, you got sort of long hairish.
Yeah, I would say that.
So yeah, we found him. He's alive. He's in prison, and there's no record of him ever getting out.
What?
He's been there. There's been witnesses. There's been recordings. He doesn't know what the fuck we were talking about when we asked him.
I sit back in the bench and I look up to the sky above, and hearing that kind of made my head swirl a bit, and I'm trying to get my bearings again, because I know she would not be telling me this if she hadn't triple checked that information, verified it herself. Or it's bizarre.
It was definitely,
some
definitely
reason-
said Funko.
Yeah.
Shit.
To ask if
Tell-
Funko had a stand when they visited him.
Real quick though. Ask that question. Do you know specifically how many people he's killed? Because I want to cross-reference that with what I remember about Funko.
Oh, Tan had to BRB for a second. He'll be back in a bit.
So from what the records say, it was around 8 people back around 5 years ago or so.
8 people. 5 years ago. That's significantly less than the 22 I remember. But 5 years ago, I can't help but feel like something's wrong. Like,
well, that's sort of obvious at this point, but
I don't mean with the clown. I mean with the reality itself at this point. Like, first, the stuff with the elevator, the people just disappearing, like, it seems like something's fundamentally wrong with this game in a level that I just don't understand.
well, how is the game going? You got your next thing yet? Yeah, the other guys okay?
Apparently we're given the rest of the day off.
How generous of them.
What's that?
How generous of them.
Yeah. What about the two I sent the guys to pick up?
So yeah, we got them. The rat guy and Mr. Muscles.
Right.
Yeah, they're fine. They show no signs of vanishing, at least.
Right. Keep me updated on their statuses.
Will do. Hey, listen. How long do you think you can keep the sort of... I don't know how much of a ruse you got going on here, or a cover. They're not suspicious or anything, right?
They know that I'm working with some people, but for the time being, I'm going to be passing myself off as FBI or something similar.
Right, just like Mallorca.
Yeah?
Never mind.
By the way, Funko, do we know if... The one in the prison, do we know if he has a stand?
We did some tests. The usual sort of thing, the cigarettes in the nose vein trick. Nothing.
Love that. That's like the canon's way that they determine.
I like to think this is a universe where the little girl on that boat would have reached for her nose as well.
No. It's such a non-test. I hate that.
That is
Everyone,
like Stan will be the judge.
everyone would instinctively touch their nose. That's just how it would happen. I would have touched my nose.
That Jero would have killed you.
Yeah, Jesus.
He would have pointed you. You would have heard the music.
That can actually happen in 5th stand user, and then it will turn out that the child is a stand user as well. It's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Anyways. Alright then, I think that's all the questions I have for now. I'll let you know if anything else comes up.
No problem. Hey, good luck, okay? This thing's crazy. Watch your back.
You too.
So while in the hospital, I go and Hayden. The doctors are finally starting to pressure you to maybe vacate the room, as you're not as injured as you are acting.
Oh. Hey, let us finish our
What's
meal at
wrong
least.
with
Come
you,
on.
Doc? I'm suffering here.
Yeah, he's
He slowly
suffering.
begins taking out the bill.
Menacing.
Just so
All
you
those
know, we're in
zeros.
America, so they can charge you for every second you spend in the room.
I'm just imagining he's like
But
slowly
they
pulling
have
out
a
the
sound
bill,
basis for it.
and each second he
They
pulls out
really
the bill,
don't.
another zero appears.
They do not have to have a basis.
Sounds like a case for the courts.
Real quick,
Have fun with that.
OOC, from what I've gathered from Yuzo's call, it seems to me like if you lose your stand, obviously, but you also lose your memory of ever being in the Havoc Moon game, which is a whole other risk if you fuck
I
up.
think it's more than that. I think this fucking stand, this is the time stand in action. Somehow it has fucking altered the timeline so that guy never got out of prison. He's still in the prison. but
Maybe.
we still have our memories of it somehow because of the stand's interference.
Maybe that could be it too.
Oh no, you're gonna make Tanhony change what the final stand is based off the prediction.
But yeah, I'm probably just like telling the doctors to get out of here. Let us eat our meal in peace. My friend is hurt. Make an impassioned plea.
I think Yuzo is starting to think of it too, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, Hayden isn't yet because he doesn't have the info from your phone call. I was just saying OOC.
Yeah. I think Yuzo knows about the battle in Egypt, so he knows time.
And as you are sort of arguing with the doctor, Hayden, your phone does buzz.
Oh, damn it. What is this?
Several times in succession as a couple of messages come through.
Alright. I pop open my phone. I'm like, hang on, Doc. What?
You all get these, by the way, as well.
Oh, no! Okay, rest over. Wahoo! I thought we had a few hours. This is fucked
that's
up.
second
No,
message.
on second thought, Doc, you know, I'm feeling surprisingly spry all of a sudden.
Another task. Grand Slam of Will and Want. George Harson, Private Academy. Solve the tragedy of the science building. Solve the tragedy of the science building. Solve the tragedy of the science building. Maybe something nice will happen again. The tragedy of the science building. Ugh. I don't like the sound of that. It sounds like murder.
And that is all that you
I'm
get
pretty
from
sure
them
the
this
guy
time.
writing these messages is the Nigerian prince.
He could be. That's the name of his stand. Lets him send phishing emails. Listen, Mr. Wei, I think you're right. Yeah, we should probably get out of here after all.
That's
Yeah,
what I
you know.
thought. You ruffians dirtying up our elite hospital.
Dirtying
Where
up
the
your
fuck
elite
are we?
hospital. Wait, did they like eat really messily or something?
No, it seems that he's just an asshole.
Wow.
Accuse him of being a racist.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Is it because I'm not white? Is that it?
Either way, we need to get out of here anyway, so we should probably skedaddle.
Right,
Well-
okay.
Aigo's gonna just, walk out perfectly normal.
Yeah. The cast just falls off.
And yeah, and within the space of a few minutes, you're out on the streets, and across the street, you can see your good buddy User sitting on a bench on his phone. Well, looking at his phone, I assume.
That guy may have been
yeah.
a douche, but I was one elite hospital. I feel better already.
Yeah, thank God people heal so fast in this world, right?
This world, what do you mean? This is normal.
Oh, yeah, of course. Listen, I know we are supposed to go to the Science Academy and all, but I would wager that maybe we should, get some rest and tackle this tomorrow. I mean, is there a time limit to this?
All you've got is
Well, he didn't
To be
Message,
honest, I half
but-
expected a message to come up and say, yes, there's a time limit, but...
I get the feeling our contractor's not the type of guy to give a long deadline.
Well, you're the one who's
I
the most
would-
hurt, so it's up to you, Wei.
Well, I learned my lesson from the last fight. My stand, Flaming Lips, and he brings out for a second as sort of like a humanoid cloud.
Yeah,
like,
you learned
behind him.
your lesson because you getting injured was your fault and not Hayden's.
Yeah, it was.
As I was saying, my stand, Flaming Lips, is more of the long range type. I should be, it doesn't make sense for me to get up close and personal, That's more of a Hayden job, walking
Yeah.
into the mine.
I mean, hey, I sorta open up my hoodie a bit. You could stuff them all in my hoodie, and then you could like bring them out like a surprise if you want to stay a ways back.
Do you really want a bunch of bugs crawling in your hoodie?
As long as you don't make
I mean,
them
I
bite
know
me,
you're
man.
a gamer and all, but even that seems like excessive.
Hey man, if Skitter can do it, I can do it.
Who's Skitter?
But no, I mean, as long as they don't, like bite me or poop or something or lay eggs. I mean, I just thought I'd offer. Might work out.
It's worth a shot. I think Aiga will transfer about a third of his
Oh, whoops.
full swarm into Hayden's hoodie.
Oh, no. Oh, God. I made a mistake. I clicked on another server because I instinctively saw a message. I'll have to blank that out in the video. Does anyone have a timestamp? What's it been, like 43-ish minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, ADHD moment.
Just put a big Jack Frost over it.
I don't know how to I'll figure it out. Anyway, sorry, what was happening?
Talk on yourself for one moment. My mouse ran out of battery.
Alright. Yeah, that was so dumb. So, what were you saying again?
We're gonna have to delete this recording and start over.
Oh god, no, I won't make you do that. Just, I'll figure out how to put something over it or black it out.
As I was saying, I think Aiga will transfer about 1/3 of his full swarm into Hayden's hoodie.
Okay. So I imagine they scrunch up in there and as long as you don't make them, they're not gonna bite me or anything, right?
Well, presumably, I've only had this stand for about a week.
Okay, cool.
This is where we find out that the swarm does have a consciousness of its own.
They're hungry for gamer flesh.
Yeah, I don't think they like food poisoning.
Oh man. So where are you gonna keep the rest of them then? As a separate entity, like the humanoid thing you made before?
Well, he'll keep 2/3 on himself. That way they can split up if need be.
That's pretty smart. How does that rule
You know
with a
what?
swarm stand?
You know what? There's one thing I want to retrieve from my apartment before we go.
Okay, sure. Yeah, what do you need to grab?
I'll go grab it myself.
Okay.
Back.
So, do you want me to meet you somewhere then, or?
No, I'll drive us. Wait, they got here with Aiego's car, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's no.
You got Uber.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
Why don't you two just go on to Iggy's place? I'll go ahead and scout it out.
Yeah, for sure. So, we haven't long rested, but did Aigo get any healing from being in the hospital?
Yes, I'd say so.
Alright, so what's his HP at?
So what was it before? Let's check.
3 out of 12.
Let's take it up to 10 out of 12.
I assume me and Hayden have our AP and HP back.
Do we?
Let's say so. I don't want to mess around with system to session tracking of this.
Alright, do we just want to call it a full heal for everyone then?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright.
The power of privatized medicine.
Epic.
No, we're not supporting that on this podcast. I'm putting my foot down.
Hey.
He's playing his
you're talking
rich
to the
lawyer
wrong
character
here.
Lamau.
Well, yes, he's just gonna go back for a pair of binoculars.
Oh. That's
Right,
not a
okay.
shady thing to own. Do you birdwatch,
And,
Aigo? I ask you, out of character.
No.
No.
Do you just come back down to the car with a pair of binoculars?
Yeah.
So, what's that for? We doing a stakeout?
My stand, Flaming Lips, a long range stand. It's
Right.
helping me scout things out from long range.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
He's planning on sitting over in China while his stand does the...
Why do you own a pair of binoculars, though? Do you like watch birds or something?
You don't ever look at things from a long range?
No.
You're missing out.
Okay, man. Yeah, sure. I'll just leave it there. Kind of menaced by that response. A little bit.
You look over at Igo as this music plays.
What music? I don't hear anything. Oh, there it is. I had to turn it up. Is this,
unless
Stranger Things?
Hayden's got a detour, Aiga will start going towards the private academy of George Harson.
Yeah, real quick, time-wise, school would be out, right? Like, we're not going to be going in the middle of the school day.
Well, we woke up, we went, fought at a mall, we left the mall, went to hospital, so you're probably actually coming in like around the very end of the school day, I'd say.
So like 3
With a pair of binoculars.
Like 3 p.m.-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see some of the, when you get there, it's sort of a big academy in the middle of the city. There's sort of obviously separate different buildings, like a literature building, a science building, all sorts of different installations. It's sort of like specialised for each sort of subjects, and with a sort of main sort of yard in between them all. And as the students still seem to be in class, it's fairly empty at the moment, apart from a janitor who's sort of whistling as he futilely mops up what will need to be mopped up again in a minute or two.
Alright, we haven't entered the building yet, though, right?
You have not, I assume not.
Yeah.
The gates are closed.
Alright, listen, Iago. I know we have to do this for the mission and all, but we are a bunch of men in our late 20s, early 20s in Yuzo's case, so I don't know if we should just, like, enter a school. Do we have a plan?
In your 20s?
I'm 27.
Huh.
Yeah.
I look to the side because I assumed Hayden was in his late 30s.
You're a very mature individual, Hayden.
I like how the two of you have the opposite mistakes here.
Thanks. That means a lot. That's really nice of you to say.
I just completely ignoring Hayden's warning. I just jump over the gate, and I just walk on ahead, acting like I belong.
Do you have their uniform?
Nope.
Alright, well, I'm not following him. I'm gonna stay in the
Wait,
car.
Well,
Clarify,
Aigo's in
what are you doing?
I'm just hopping over the gate and infiltrating, and I'm not worried about being spotted.
So as you walk, the janitor gives you a bit of funny look, but he obviously doesn't get paid enough to shout at people who may shout back at him.
Ain't that the
And
truth?
so he just sort of keeps his head down and sadly mops. And
Well,
singles
you know-
to his eye falls to the floor.
I think in response to seeing how lackluster the school's like security is, and not the one to be outdone, Aigo will take his swarm and use it to like allow him to like jump / float over the gate.
Wait, what happened to long range?
I'm just hanging by the gate.
Alright. I guess, defeated, Hayden will finally follow suit and try to climb the gate.
So so Yuzo, are you just going to walk through the yard into one of the buildings, or you just have a look around? Where was?
Yeah, I'm headed for the science building.
So
and
as you head
for the record, I am trying to keep a distance from Hayden and Iggy because
in general,
we're
or
less
just right now?
conspicuous if we're in. For right now, yeah.
Okay. So as you're about to enter the science building, you do notice there seems to be some sort of memorial set up next to the front door. It's like a photo of a young girl with lots of flowers around it. Obviously, it's sort of untouched, whereas everything else has been sort of ruined in the way kids can only ruin architecture.
Well, at least these kids have, like, some standards. I, like, kneel down beside the memorial and I do a brief, like, sign of the cross, and then I stand up. Oh, I want to take a note of the girl's name real quick, too.
There isn't a name on there.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm just going to move on.
Right, no worries. So, as you head into the science building, I assume that's where you're heading.
Yep.
You do see that there's someone walking down the hallway in sort of a suit and tie, sort of facing away from you as he walks down the hallway with like a bundle of tests sort of propped underneath his arm.
I like have my hands in my pockets, and in my offhand, I manifest a cue ball, just in case something happens here. But I just keep walking.
Right, okay. So you can hear the sort of through the walls the sound of the students studying, and classes ongoing. It's wrapping up, so at some point in the next sort of 15 minutes or so, these classrooms are going to open up, and you're going to look very, very suspicious indeed.
Yeah.
But so, are you looking for anything in particular here, or?
Wanted to. This is talking about solving the tragedy of the science building. So, I imagine the memorial down on the ground had something to do with it, but I think I need to explore a little and get my grips on things before I can like actually delve into that mystery, because right now I don't really have any leads to follow up on.
Right, no worries at all. So you're looking around, just sort of general getting an idea of what may have transpired here. Hayden and Igo, are you doing the same thing, or you got different?
Did we find the memorial yet? If we go to the science wing,
if you were following in the same direction as User, you would have come across it there, yeah, at the entrance.
So can I get a quick reminder of what it looked like again?
So there's a photo of a young girl surrounded by flowers, sort of memorial messages and envelopes, things like that.
Okay. I would like to ask you as a DM. Only because the book presents it as an option. If you don't want us to do this, then tell me to fuck off. But could I make an int roll to get some sort of a clue?
You can definitely try.
Okay. Let me check my int again. I think it's 12. Yeah. Alright.
I just assumed Tane would have told me if there was something noteworthy, to be honest.
I rolled a 1.
The flowers smell real nice.
They do. I guess then, without getting a clue from the memorial, I'm just like, well, I mean, it looks like Yuzo's already fucked off. Do you want to split up way?
Yeah, I'll hang back a bit this time.
Alright. The first thing I'm gonna check is, so this is like the science one you said, right? So I assume there's like labs, and those labs have like groups to them. I'm gonna try and sneak into the lab rooms on my end and look for like, the lists of like who owns what equipment and groups, and see, oh wait, there wasn't a name on the memorial, was there?
No, there was not now.
Ah, shit, never mind. Someone else go, I need to think of what to do.
Well, you rolled a 1 anyways, so like...
Well, that was just to find a clue, that doesn't mean I'm a dum-dum.
So I rolled a 6.
Igo, would you have any different intentions here?
I'm drawing blanks.
You know what? I do have one crazy idea.
What is it?
I'm gonna take a picture on my phone of the photo at the memorial, like as close up as I can get, so it's just the photo, right?
Yeah.
Tan?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do a reverse Google image search and see if anything pops up.
there's quite a few news articles regarding a tragic fall from the roof a couple of months ago.
All right. Do they have a name?
So they do indeed. So the name listed is let me just get the Lisa Gray, who apparently died shortly after.
Elisa Gray.
Okay,
died
for dramatic
jumping-
effect. For dramatic effect, can I have it so that as Hayden is reading that, I show up on the roof, like around where she would have fallen?
Sure. All right. So while he's doing that, I'll go back to my original idea now that I have the name and try to look on like group sheets or look for anything that's got her name on it that I can like start tracing to like find and investigate stuff on my end.
Well, I have a question regarding that too.
Go for it.
Was there any lawsuit against school or anything?
Oh my god.
Lol.
I'm just saying.
Hey, he sees a career opportunity, he takes it.
You know, it was worth a shot.
What sort of lawyer are you, by the way, Igo? Like, what kind of?
He said it
What do you
in
specialize in?
session 1.
His specialty was divorces.
He's a divorce
So he was okay with
lawyer.
getting
You don't know jack shit about suicides.
into some messy territory.
Hey, divorce, suicide is the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, what is suicide but a divorce from life? Am I right? That's like deep, yo.
Fuck off.
That does sound like a Hayden quote.
That's what I'm gonna say to get you to
It
take the case.
But yeah, so there are no lawsuits you can find, Igo. So, which on its own is a little bit strange. You'd think at least there'd be something afterwards, but there's nothing.
That's actually a good point, because usually a family would find a reason to cope legally. Very interesting.
Sharks getting lazy around here.
That's the conclusion.
Lawyer smells death of child. Hey, do you need legal representation? Oh boy.
But yeah, so I believe you were looking for some things marked as that name, Jack.
Jack's on the roof.
I'm
yes,
looking
no,
up
sorry,
around
right.
on the rooftop for clues.
So everything up here looks to have been thoroughly cleaned at some point in the near past. Was it you, Hayden, who was looking for things of that name then?
Yes, I was looking for names on
Right.
lab.
That's you in a
sheets.
second there. So, yes, not Yuzo. Sorry, I'm falling apart here.
Okay, Bubby. Take
Everything
your
looks to have been thoroughly cleaned up here at some point in the near past. Like, hose cleaned.
Right. Hose cleaned. That means there must have been like a mess up here. I was just expecting to find like some police tape near, like, you know, the guardrails or something. But hose cleaned. They fucking power washed this shit, yeah?
Yes, that's definitely, like, in your experience, this is what that looks like.
Huh. In real life, I just like sat up in my chair as when I realized, wait, hose. That's. I like press a hand to my chin as I like stare over the edge of the guard rails to where I assume the girl would have fallen.
Hmm. There's no sign of it at this point. That's also looks to have been cleaned quite thoroughly, obviously.
Right.
But you can sort of, in your mind's eye, picture what it must have looked like. It doesn't look pretty.
Yeah, it's like in Disco Elysium when you have high conceptualization or whatever. Is there anything else of interest I can find on the roof?
Not on the roof, though, no. Meanwhile, Hayden, you've managed to sort of, in one of the what labs that aren't being used right now, you have managed to find a Bunsen burner and maybe a pencil case that used to belong to this Lucy Gray that's been missed by the teachers, I assume.
I'm gonna check her pencil case. And there's a couple
Full
of things in
pencils.
particular. I'll go through it, but there's a couple of things I'm looking for. Specifically,
Right, okay.
because she's a high schooler, right? I want to see if she's got her locker combo in here.
So his little on the pencil, you can see it's like been scrolled in there, like carved into the side of it. He's a 9209.
Okay. 9209.
And apart from that, just sort of standard things you expect: pencils, pens, a ruler, one of those little protractors that nobody ever uses.
Does the 9209
compass
look
even.
like a combo, or does it look like a date?
It looks like a combo.
Okay. I'm gonna try and find her locker. Is that
As you're s-
information? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
As you're standing up from your investigation, you notice that there's a teacher standing in the doorway.
Does he see me?
He does see you. He's looking at you. He's the man that you wouldn't notice, of course. You usually saw him earlier walking down the hallway. The man in the suit and tie. He's got very dull, annoyed-looking eyes as he looks at you.
I quickly, set the pencil case down, try to make it look like I was like, oh, hey, man, hey.
Hello. And who might you be?
My name is Yuzo Kayama. Look, I was
Fuck you.
I was gonna apply for a job,
Surprise.
but I got a little lost. Sorry, I was just looking around. Nice to meet you.
He sighs and rubs a bridge of
Fuck
nose.
you.
Can I assume you're the new janitor then?
That's the hope. What, did I already get the job? I thought I was interviewing.
By the way, I just want to point out that Hayden is white as fuck, so there's
He is.
no way they believe
He's
that,
white.
right?
I mean, hey,
Maybe
you
he's a
never know.
weeb who changed his name.
Yeah, you don't know.
I do know.
You don't know. I could be a weeb that changed my name.
I do know.
I was right.
But Yuzo can't
He doesn't
hear
know.
Hayden right now.
Yeah, the teacher doesn't know. I'm Yuzo Kayama.
He sort of reaches into his suit pocket. The headmaster's already told me we need this new janitor as soon as possible. Just sign here.
Yeah,
Half-heartedly, stiffly throws a contract onto the desk.
I just glance it real quick to make sure it's a real contract and not some bullshit stand.
It is definitely a real contract. It just says that you'll be employed with the school, the hours you expect to work. And stuff.
I sign it Yuzo Kayama, and I toss it back.
Thank you. Well, as you can see, it's a mess. Why don't you do your thing? I'll leave you to it.
For sure. Oh, where's the janitor's closet?
It's in the English building, of course.
Oh, I'll need to.
And with that,
go
he
all the way
turns
over
and stiffly leaves.
Whew-wee. That was a close one. It's gonna suck for Yuzo to deal with later. So I'm gonna try and grab the pencil case quickly, like shove it into my hoodie pocket or something, and get the fuck out of here. Maybe try and track down that locker if I can.
Right, okay. Igo, what would you be up to at this time?
So, since the third of his swarm was with Hayden, would he have been able to get a vague, sort of blurry, vision of what was going on, or sort of muddled sound?
Yeah, let's say you got sort of a buzzy, not like an exact specific thing, but you got a vague idea that he was interacting with someone.
Didn't sound like it was anything too exciting, but I should check up on Hayden just in case.
Interesting question. I actually want to ask: does he have a spatial awareness of where his bugs are? Like, by having his bugs on me, can he find where I am, Skitter style, or is it not that precise?
I figured it'd be the fewer bugs he has, the less precise his senses are.
Right.
So since it's a third, he'll have a general sense of where they are, but it won't be GPS, 2 centimeters to the left,
Right.
precise.
Okay. Cool.
Right, so you do. So you're going off to join Hayden.
Yeah.
So as you sort of now you enter the room, and as you do, you hear the school bell ring,
Oh shit.
and you can hear outside in the hallway. There's many people making their way out of school as quick as they can because the school day has ended.
Yeah, as you do when the school day ends.
Isn't that right, fellow kids?
We used to do that.
You know,
Right,
Aigo will, try to march past them looking like he's some important adult on official adult business.
Oh yeah, you are
You're
a
in a
lawyer.
suit,
You're in like a
right?
suit. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a few funny looks from people that don't sort of recognise you, but no student really cares enough to bother you.
I assume if he gets near enough to me, I'd like
Grounds
to.
already. And by like using my object balls as like fucking floating platforms to leave the school ground and lower myself into the distance.
Once Aigo gets close enough to where I'm at, I'm gonna yank him into the janitor's closet with me.
Whoosh.
Real
Wait,
fast.
what are you doing, Hayden?
Shh. They think I'm the janitor.
He's gonna take like one look up and down at Hayden, think for a second, and then not question it.
Look,
But yeah, I can see that.
as far as they know, my name's Yuzo Kayama. I'm gonna put on. I'm like probably already wearing like the janitor getup that I got from the closet. I'm gonna go around. And
I thought you for a second you were gonna say you were gonna put on a Japanese accent.
No.
Oh
And
my
I would have
God.
believed you because it sounds like something Hayden would do.
No, a janitor outfit. And I'm gonna look. I think I found that girl's locker combo. Here, I toss him the pencil case. Maybe he'll find something I didn't. I go, I'm gonna go try and track down her locker and see if I can find anything. You just sit tight here until all the kids leave, all right?
I think I have better places to be than janitor's closet.
Okay, well, just don't do anything that'll get you in trouble, all right? And remember, if
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
asks, I'm Yuzo Kayama.
Whatever you say, Mr. Kayama.
Thanks, buddy. And I'll kind of get my cart and just casually head out, whistling suspiciously.
Right,
He's,
okay.
he's gonna look for a water fountain while Hayden's doing that.
Yeah, so as you're heading off to the water fountain, Igo, you do see one student in particular, a young man, sort of holding tightly to his backpack, walking very quickly off into an unused storage room, followed by three much less friendly-looking students.
On second thought, I think I will tail him a bit.
So you just, when you say tail, it's sort of you're going to hang outside the room, going in, or what are you going to do?
Like, he'll hang out. Wait. Is it like the room they immediately get into it? There's no like travel time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I think he'll hang back, then he'll like summon his swarm to like go into the room, be his eyes there, see what's going on.
Right, okay. So because you're quite close already, you do have a bit of a better idea what's going on, because the sensory input from your bugs, you are also able to corroborate with your own senses that you can sort of vaguely pick up here. So you can see that these three students are one's sort of holding the younger student up by the collar, has got him against the wall, and there's muffled words. You can hear the phrase, keep quiet, sort of muffled threats, got it, those sorts of things, sort of said a couple of times before he sort of pushes them over, and the three of them march out of the room and go in different directions.
Damn. Fucked up.
He's gonna put like a few of his insects in front of them, see if they react, if they can see his stand as they're walking by.
There is no reaction on their part.
In that case, he's gonna, maybe deposit, like, not all, but, like, maybe 10% of his swarm, like, per student, so for another third, basically. And he's gonna, like, track the three for a bit. And then he's gonna enter the room where, like, the bullied kid is, and and say, this isn't the washroom.
As the kid's still on the ground, like massaging his car, he looks up and goes, "Who are you?"
I'm on business with school. You okay, kid? You're on the floor.
He looks away and hurriedly gets up. "Yeah, I'm fine, of course. Business, like a teacher or what?"
Well, I heard there's a charity fundraising campaign. I'm on the committee.
Oh, okay. I hadn't heard
Anti-bullying fundraiser, you know?
that. Oh, that's kind of weird. Okay. I didn't think there was. I didn't know there was an anti-bullying thing going on.
Oh, shoot, my bad. If they didn't tell you it. You know, he's gonna offer the kid like a hand so he can like get up, you know? It'll be our little secret.
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry about that. I was just having a nap between classes. You know how it is. When you have
Between classes, didn't the bell just ring a bit ago?
He sweats profusely. I guess it did. I must have forgot because I don't know what the time it is. My watch broke.
Does he have a watch on?
He doesn't have a watch on.
Is the gimmick of Havocman that nobody can lie?
Wait,
It's like an Ace Attorney reaction. He's like,
I saw a
To
few.
be fair, that's the gimmick of JoJo too.
I saw a few. Wait, were they like older and bigger than this guy? The three bullies?
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
were they like the same size?
They were older and bigger, yeah.
Hey, I saw a few of the other sort of bigger guys come in here with you earlier. Did they take your watch?
Oh, they must have, yeah. Joke's on them though, because it's broken.
Right. Is there something you want to tell me? Say, I didn't get your name actually.
Oh, it's Percy Rave.
Percy Rave. My name's Hayden Kayama.
Kayama, my brother!
This twisted game we play.
I hate both of you.
What will the user's name be? I want to. I go Kayama.
Ozui Kayama.
Well, what do you mean? Is there anything I want to tell you? I'm gonna snitch, but what's going on?
There's no such thing as snitching. If those three gentlemen were bothering you, just you can let me know. I'm on your. I'm on the committee. I'm on your side.
Right, yeah, the thing. Well, that was Jonesy Bulldog, you know. Don't laugh at his name; he'll kill you.
Okay,
Kill
let me
me.
write that down.
I doubt it.
Don't laugh at his name; he'll kill you.
He's sort of like the king of the school. If the school was a kingdom, but it's not. It's just like a building.
What was this student's name again?
Percy Rave. Oh, Percy Rave.
Rave, bullied student. Okay.
Say, Percy, what? I heard something about a secret when I was passing along. Seems you're supposed to keep one, but I don't think you should listen to what a guy named Jonesy Bulldog would tell you to do.
Well, that's kind of, you know, it's easier said than done. It's just he's kind of big, kind of punchy.
Kind of punchy. Poor Percy.
Okay. You know how many kings have gone down in history, Mr. Rave? Tons. You want to live under a tyrant king the rest of your high school career?
I'd hate to live under a tyrant king. That'd suck.
Exactly. So, the first thing you do to take down the tyrant king is you leak his secrets.
Well,
What?
I guess. Just like Robespierre.
Yeah, Robespierre.
Well, I guess. I don't know. You're not like. I don't know. You're not a snitch, right?
Don't worry, I keep my sources anonymous. I'm a
You wearing a wire, Iego?
Well, after what happened at the science building, a few weeks after that, Jonesy kept going up to a bunch of people, telling them to keep quiet about something. I didn't know what they were talking about. But then I went into one that I was cleaning up one of the gym locker rooms. It was my job because I didn't do my homework, and I went into his locker, and in his bag, he'd left his bag there. There was the shoe. It wasn't his shoe. It was like a girl's, and there was some blood on the heel. I thought it was at least. It could be grape juice. I don't personally drink grape juice, but I know that some people do. So he could have stabbed him that maybe. But it could also be blood. And he told me to keep quiet about it.
So I was just typing out the note. Huh, that's... He's
It was in my locker.
What?
It was in Josie Bulldog's locker, not mine.
He miswrote the note!
Typo.
What are you accusing me of?
What the hell, man? What's a girl?
Stop bullying Iego.
You're saying this Jonesy guy had a bloody girl shoe in his locker.
I say bloody, it was not like dripping, it was just like a little bit on the heel. Which is still pretty bad, though.
Huh.
It wasn't dripping.
Wait a minute. Wait. Say, this is totally unrelated, but you ever heard of a girl named
Elisa Gray.
Elsa Gray?
I mean, Lucy Gray, yeah. The thing of the science building, yeah, she jumped off.
Oh, it's Lucy Gray? I thought you said it was Elisa Gray. My bad.
That was Lucy Gray.
Lucy.
Did you see it in person?
I guess so, kinda. I mean, I was coming out when it happened. It was just sort of a second. I didn't stick around. It was, well, no one sticks around. The teachers got everyone out of there, so it was awful, though.
Yeah, a real national tragedy. Say, what were her shoes? What were her shoes like? Did you have two of them?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Seems like it. He's gonna mumble like this next part to himself.
I guess she might have had one shoe on. I wasn't really sticking around to watch. I couldn't say.
Right. Lack of guts. Got it.
Jesus, dude!
Are you okay?
Oh, sorry.
Aren't you like an anti-bully?
Lack of God!
Sorry.
I love Iego.
Repeat that for me real quick.
I love
slip of the old vernacular, like Robespierre.
Fucking is Iego...
No, repeat it for me. I want to hear it
Is
again.
Iego Saul Goodman?
Well, you did it. He's gonna like put a hand on Percy's shoulder. You did a good thing, telling an adult the truth.
Okay.
Those
I'm not convinced either of you are adults.
I mean,
Hey man, I didn't harass a kid about a murder.
If you wanted to know more, I mean, her friend still goes here.
A friend soul.
Her friend. What's a friend soul?
But her friend named Prenzel.
No.
Okay, I need to turn down this music.
What the fuck is Stigma talking about?
What the fuck's a friend soul?
A friend's... It's your friend's soul. You know.
Well, funnily enough, her friend's name is Frenzel. Frenzel Moon.
Really?
Don't ask me how to spell it, because I don't know.
Oh, like a pencil. I was thinking it was more like soul.
No, it's spelled Frensel. Actually, I do know how to spell it.
Friends. What the fuck is this?
Frenzel Moon. I mean, she's been really depressed since her friend jumped off the roof and died. Understandably.
Yeah.
But she's been kind of a downer.
I think at this point, Aigo will be kind of just more in his spots. He might be letting the act up a bit. Yeah, girls will be girls.
What?
I guess.
Girls will be girls. They'll jump off the roof or be murdered. What?
Okay, I want to cut away from this because this is awful. Okay, yeah, okay, so Yuzo is going to be at the front of the school pretending to be an investigative journalist so he can get answers from the perspective of someone that's not a dickbag.
Hey, he's just letting his lawyer side come out while he's getting distracted by
lawyer side.
evidence.
What lawyer says girls will be girls to a suicide murder?
Say,
That's actually hilarious.
say, you know where I could find this Trenzel moon? I'm guessing she'll hang out at like the farthest point in the school from the science center, right?
I would imagine so, yeah. Well, it is sort of the end of the day, so I expect she's like going home now. With everyone else, that's what they usually do.
Any distinguishing features? Red hair, big glasses, super tall.
Black hair. She's got really big bags under her eyes because she never sleeps because of like the nightmares and stuff. And she's just sort of sad all the time.
Wow, Frenzel Moon's just like me.
Right.
And Yuzo, as you are sort of doing your little masquerade as a journalist, you do see a couple of people coming out. So most of them are in big groups. One of them is sort of a single person with black hair, black eye bags, and looking extremely sad. And they're just on their own, sort of sadly walking home with their backpack.
Yeah, this could not be a more obvious this is definitely something I should be looking at. Like, even if this isn't, frankly, even if this isn't connected to the case, this person looks
opposite
really sad.
of Igo.
Yeah.
Girls will not
You
be
just
girls.
gave me an idea.
Oh no.
Oh god. I stroll up to the girl. I've got like a camera in hand, like a really no one knows how I got it, but I have this really old-fashioned Polaroid, and I like snap a picture of her real quick. I'm like, hey, sorry about that. My name's Yuzo Kayama because I'm not an asshole. I'm an investigative journalist. I've heard some. Would you happen to have any time for some questions, real quick?
She sort of looks around, like as if for an escape route before shrugging.
If you're not comfortable with it, it's absolutely all right. But it just. There've been some curious things happening at this school, and I'm interested in hearing about some of it, but I guess more poignantly, something seems to have you down. Is everything alright?
She sort of raised an eyebrow. No, of course not. Why would everything be alright?
Well, oftentimes talking to a stranger about something is a great way to get things off your chest, you know? And I promise I won't be reporting a word of it.
She looked extremely doubtful. Aren't you like a reporter? Isn't that what isn't that
The
what
shadiest thing you could have said.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me your secrets, young lady? I won't tell a word of it to anyone else.
Look, I'm here to investigate the school, not you.
What's there to investigate? She jumped. That's it.
I'm not sure that is all there is to the story. There's, from my point of view, while every story has its surface layer, there's always something deeper, underlying mechanisms beneath every sort of incident that happens in this world. Sometimes things that are beyond our control, and sometimes things that we can only see in hindsight.
She nods knowingly, like an onion, right?
Yeah, exactly. You understand.
I mean, I guess I used to read like mystery novels and stuff, so I guess I might be.
Yeah, you get it. But look, if
there's no mystery.
I'm sorry if I'm bothering you, but just
So, but what?
I've got nothing. I've got nothing.
Listen, I don't know what you think you're reporting or whatever. There's no mystery. She just jumped off. I saw it. But just let it be, okay?
If you say so.
Why do you even want to know? This is like months after. Why are you doing a story like this now? No one cares anymore. She's obviously a little bit angry.
Well, the truth isn't about who cares. It's about hunting for the truth is about uncovering it even when people don't care. And in fact, I think looking at it now, when there's less attention on it, means there's less chance of stumbling upon misinformation and mistakenly taking it for truth.
Really? So you're just going to keep looking into it?
Yeah. I think it's our duty as the living to learn the truth about the dead and let them and in that way maybe we can give them some peace of mind in the afterlife.
I need to go home now. She suddenly starts walking past you, pushes past you,
Alright.
and just walks away steadily without looking back.
Alright.
Right, and with that, trickle of, over the course of that conversation, trickle of students has come to an end. They're leaving the school. And Hayden, have you just been like actually janitoring while this has been going on?
So I've been janitoring up until the majority of students are gone, and once I see the hallways are relatively clear, I just kind of try to find this girl's locker, right? And I mean, I had a realization because I told you guys I went to a private high school, right? Where for some reason at my high school we had our names on the lockers, but I just realized that probably isn't the case here because like 99.99% of high schools don't do that. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna find her locker. So I guess what I do is using my 12 intellect, hoping I have good memory. I guess while students are leaving, they grab shit from their lockers. I try to narrow it down by which lockers students don't go to. Whether it's
or you could sneak into the teacher's lounge.
I could, but why would they have her
and
locker
look
info there?
Records.
Student records would be in the office, administration.
Whatever.
Why
are you nitpicking that of all things?
All right.
While doing an intelligence roll, we can see how well you've tracked this weird mini game we've concocted here.
Yeah, trying to find all the lockers that haven't been visited. Well, I only got a 3.
It's like a maths problem from a textbook. So you had a lot of trouble. There's quite a few candidates here.
In that case, do I have a master key? Was there one in the closet?
There was.
I will just try to go to administration and like while I'm getting all the trash like around the little cubicles, I'm going to try and look for student records suddenly.
Right, okay. So as the sort of administration office ladies are sort of talking and chortling and eating Chinese food, which seems to be from the same place you bought it from. It's a popular place.
It's a very poppin' place. What's it called, Tan?
What's it? The Hut, of course.
The Hut, right.
You do manage to catch a glimpse of a locker number, which is 212 on Lucy Gray. You notice it because it's sort of a pet file for it to be sort of transferred to someone else. The stuff moved out of it.
The stuff's been moved out of it?
That's underway, it looks like.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try and hurry over to the... I'm gonna quickly grab, like, 2 more trash bags from in here, and then I'm gonna hurry over to that locker.
Right, okay. So, yeah, you get to the locker. It's just sort of in the middle of the hallway. It's, it would have been very difficult to find this without knowing which one it is, because it's pretty much identical on the outside to every other one around it.
Right. I'm just gonna kind of clear my throat, quickly make sure no one's watching, and then hurriedly put in the combo.
Right, okay, you put it in, you open it. A lot of the stuff seems to have been moved out of there already.
Mm-hmm.
There's sort of an empty gym bag. There's a photo of some sort of boy band guy on the inside wall.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be, you notice, because a lot of it is dusty, there seems to be slightly less dust on sort of like the back wall of the locker, and you notice it seems awfully thin inside. Like there's not as much room in there as there should be.
Oh, classic bad student trick. First thing I do is I take a picture with my phone of what I do see here, and then suddenly in my cart I'm gonna like have a towel draped down the sides, because you know how the janitor carts have like a middle section.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
There's also at the bottom of the locker a singles white shoe there as well.
A single what?
Single white shoe.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is start emptying everything, after I take a picture, shoe included, into the middle tray of the cart. And I'm going to have towels draping over the side of the top to, like, hide it. What's in there. And then I'm going to put my hand to the back of the locker and see if I can't push it or see if there's a false back.
There is indeed a false back.
I fucking knew it. I'm going to pop that sucker open and see what's going on.
So there seems to be nothing back there apart from a smartphone that looks to have been broken at some point. It looks like it's been dropped from a height there, rather than anything else. And there's sort of a little tape note, little sticky like post-it note taped to it, with just the word "suspicious" wrote on it.
I'm gonna, once again looking, I'm going to pop the SD card out of the phone and see if it's intact.
It seems it might be damaged a little bit, but it seems to be mostly intact.
I'm gonna grab it, close the little section, slide the phone back there, put the false back up, and then quickly leave. Because if the rest of the stuff's moved, they know things are being moved out of the locker, but whoever might have hidden that phone will probably get mighty upset if it's gone. So I'm gonna, once that's done, I'm gonna quickly get my way back to the car and get ready to leave. Because now I have something to examine.
Right, okay. So are the rest of you meeting up there then, or have you got other stuff you want to do or investigate? What about you, Igo?
How about, would it be too much to say that maybe Igo coincidentally bumps into one of the two while looking for the depressed-looking girl?
I wouldn't say that's out of the ordinary at all. They are just outside.
Alright.
Yeah, Iago like probably heard like, oh yeah, she's probably going home. Then walks out and sees Yuzo by the gate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Ah, Yuzo, just the guy I was not the guy I was looking for, but say, did you happen to see some depressed looking student, you know?
Yeah,
really
girl
baggy eyes, dark hair, looks like maybe like a female version of Hayden, but younger.
First of all, that is incredibly insulting to her, and I am offended
you're right,
on her
that's
behalf.
my bad.
I too have
shouldn't be
bags
calling
under
her
my
Hayden.
eyes and black hair. It all fits together.
Second of all, yeah, I did happen to talk to her, and she kind of stuck out because she looked like she wanted to die. So I asked her a few questions. Yeah, she turned out to be friend of the alleged suicide victim, but I don't think this was suicide.
Yeah, me neither. I gave some life advice to this sort of wimpy-looking bullying victim. Turns out one of his bullies, some guy named Jonesy Bulldog. I'm still surprised that's an actual name.
Yeah, me too.
He kept the
I look
bloody-
confused because Yuzo lives in the world of JoJo, and these kinds of names are normal.
I'm sorry, we fought Bruce last week, Iago? Your name's Iago and not Iago?
Well, actually, hours ago, so...
Yeah.
Hey, my name is pronounced the right way. But anyways, this Jonesy Bulldog guy, he had this bullying victim found a bloody girl's shoe in his locker. I'm guessing it was Lucy Gray's.
Well, as for me, I went up to the rooftop and saw that the crime scene wasn't usual, cleaned up in the sort of way you would expect from a suicide victim. It was power washed, which means there was a mess up there that someone wanted to conceal.
Huh? Wasn't the suicide a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Months, I thought.
I mean, that seems like plenty of time for the mess to just go away.
Yeah, be cleaned. By now, do I make it down there, Tan?
Yes, so you also arrive.
Alright, so Hayden, he's in the, janitor outfit, and he's got the cart with him. He brings it to the car. And the first thing he says when he sees you two is, "Oh, open the trunk, open the trunk!"
Yeah, sure. And Igo will comply.
I start shoving all the stuff I grabbed from her locker in there, including the woman's shoe. If Iago notices that.
I look absolutely horrified at this.
Hayden, why are we
Hayden,
taking...
what the fuck is this?
Wait
It's all
a
the stuff from her
minute.
locker. I'm wearing like the latex janitor gloves, by the way. I'd like.
Why?
Listen to me. Okay. First of all, this is evidence. We can use it to find things, especially the shoe. That was not as dusty as everything else. And second, he kind of fumbles around in the pocket and reveals the SD card. I found a false back in the locker with a cracked phone. I think it might have belonged to the victim.
Okay. Real quick, I grabbed the shoe. How is this supposed to help us in any way?
Is it bloody?
It was added to the locker after everything else.
It is not bloody.
Okay.
Does it look used or like
So
fresh? Like
think
no
about
one's
it,
ever worn it
Yuzo.
before?
Why would someone put something in a dead girl's locker? They were taking things
Okay,
out of the
no,
locker.
I'm following your logic there. I'm asking, why did you take it?
Because I figured it might have evidence. We might be able to swab it for fingerprints or something. I don't know. Don't you have friends? Special friends of yours?
Speaking of
Alright,
fingerprints, I got my bugs tracking 3 of the suspects down.
Really? Who are they?
Well, 3 guys were kind of wailing on the bullying victim I mentioned earlier. The guy who said one of them, this Jonesy boy, kept the victim's bloody shoe in his locker. Now, I don't know which one of these 3 is Jonesy boy, so I guess we might have to split up.
Hold on. You said that you met some kid who was bullied, and he saw a bloody shoe in a guy's locker, and then that guy told him to be quiet, right?
Yeah.
I kind of look at the shoe again that Yuzo has, go, and I think about it because it was placed in there anyway. I think, what are the odds you think they might have washed the blood off and shoved it in there?
Yeah, I'd come to the same conclusion. And I'm like, well, I mean, if he had the shoe, there's no other way it could have wound up in there, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Where's this Percy kid? He knows what it looks like. He'd be able to identify it.
What do we need the Percy kid for? We already got the suspect down. Well, roughly
we need to
down.
make sure that it's the shoe we saw.
I don't think there's any room for doubt.
Alright. Well, did he say if it was a left shoe or a right shoe?
I think it would have been hard to identify from that distance.
Yeah. He was sort of all in a panic.
Alright, so
It took a lot of persuading to get him even to talk.
we'll go under the assumption then that this is the bloody shoe. So our lead suspect is this Jonesy guy then, right?
I mean, the alternative is we're dealing with the judge from Castlevania Season 3.
Alright, well,
Diego does not understand that reference.
there's one other thing I can
don't
try.
care.
Do we want to jump on the ball and try to get this Jonesy kid now, or should I examine the last piece of evidence first before we jump to conclusions?
You might as well look through the SD card and...
You got a laptop, don't you? We can
Yeah.
chase them down and in my car, and you can look at the same time.
Okay, go for it. I was just gonna pop the SD card out of my phone and put hers in.
There's another important question that I don't think any of us have asked thus far.
Okay.
Why does the Havoc Moon game want us to look into this?
You know what? The fact that her friend is Frensel Moon also made me think maybe she's involved somehow.
Yeah. I think...
Isn't that a bit of a stretch?
It is. It is. I don't want to jump to that conclusion.
Be a stretch, but
yeah, I'm purely
it is
speaking.
it's like it's less of a conclusion and more of a possibility to keep in mind.
I'm speaking purely OOC right now because I don't think Hayden would make those connections. But this obviously isn't it. But the first thing that popped to my head was that it's some sort of Grail situation where like all these games are happening to like bring her back to life somehow, and then I was like, that's stupid. But I am very suspicious of this. Also, the fact that this message, like, we know this guy doesn't speak English well, but this was the first message we got where he repeated it over and over so desperately. I do have another theory though, which is no, never mind. That one doesn't make sense. Never mind.
Hey, tell us. You can't just.
Well, my logic was maybe there's like people that submit requests to the Havoc Moon game, and then they have the participants of the game deal with them, which would explain why this one sounded so desperate, like figure out what really happened. But that doesn't really make sense with how we got involved in the Havoc Moon game, which was an ad that we like chose to find interesting and accept, rather than like outside sources, as well as the fact that so far everyone involved has been a part of the game as well.
We also have to keep in mind that unless someone wanted us to assassinate fucking Bruce,
Yeah.
then I don't think these are requests.
Yeah, that's why I was throwing the theory out, because I thought it was a little too far-fetched. My mind's just racing, though. I'm trying to get ideas to stick to the wall.
It was a valid thing to bring up.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any such thing as a bad theory to throw out.
Yeah, it never hurts to throw ideas at the wall and see what sticks. But for now, I think I'll pop in the SD card and try and see if I can find what was on it.
Right, so as you pop it in, a lot of the data is sort of no longer intact, and it seems like already on its own, this phone they belonged to was sort of like a burner phone. It wasn't sort of in like someone's personal device.
Right.
So it's just sort of some messages, the majority of which you can't read.
That's not suspicious.
But one of which is intact there.
Alright, I'll check out the message that is intact.
Here it is.
Alright. Does anyone want to help me read the script?
Wait, one question first. Wait, so did the three guys split up after school, or are we like grouped together?
Alright, do you want
I'll read the text on the left.
Alright.
Hello!
Huh? Who's this?
I'm a collaborator of the usual messenger. I heard you're dissatisfied.
Of course I fucking am. This thing you gave me is shit. It doesn't even do anything.
Oh no! That's terrible. You've been put in a highly disadvantageous position.
Yeah, no way I can win HM like this.
What if you could be offered an improvement?
What do you mean?
My collaborator has companions to spare. I would love to see your character develop. If you do something for me, I can arrange for you to be given a much superior model, on a trial basis at first, then permanent.
What would I do?
Something truly evil. Are you interested?
No
That's sort of the
response.
point with that as well, is the corrupted data.
I'm thinking maybe this could have belonged to the girl, and maybe she had to fake her death, but I think it's more likely that it belonged to the guy, and he killed her to get the power up.
Yeah, I think we're dealing with the fucking aftermath of one of the Havoc Moon.
But this is interesting because this brings up that Havoc Moon's at least been around for a few months, right? Whereas we got ours, like, what was it, Tan, 2 weeks ago? And then we didn't get our first mission till, like, yesterday. So that's very interesting to hear that the Havoc Moon game's been going on that long. That was not something I knew about anyway.
Seems we're season 2 material.
Guess so. Do you think it's the same Havoc Moon game, or has there been more than one?
Well, the writing style of the guy on the left matches the guy who's been contacting us so far.
But here's the weirdest thing. I don't think the guy who's been contacting us has ever answered any of our messages. Should we try?
It's worth a shot. Igo says as he's still driving towards closest one of the bullies.
While he drives, I'm going to try and text the number we get Havoc Moon messages from.
Yeah, we'll get sent to him.
I'm just going to say, hey, you up?
There is no response.
I'm going to check the number that this conversation came from. Is it the same number as the number we get messages from?
It is not.
I'm going to text this number then that's on the phone from this convo and say the same thing. Hey, you up?
This number does not currently exist.
Yep.
Damn. It's worth a shot.
I fucking knew it.
Alright, well, I think we've definitely got our prevailing theory here, right? That this guy killed the girl to get some sort of power up, and he's trying to hide it. But, I mean, I don't know. Haven't you guys ever read a mystery novel? This sounds like a red herring, maybe. I mean, do you really think a kid would kill another kid just for a stronger stand?
You think they wouldn't?
Yeah!
My face darkens as Hayden says that.
Little known fact
But
about
I don't
Hayden,
say
his
anything.
virtue is that he always helps kids, and I like to think that he wants to believe the best in, like, young people. So, he's kind of in denial a
Yeah.
little bit. It's like, I don't know,
But,
that just
like,
doesn't make sense to me.
Yuzo's face just, like, darkens slightly, and he looks away.
Hey, Yuzo,
I don't
you
know,
alright?
Hayden. You know, I've been in the law business. I've a few professional acquaintances
I've
of
dealt
mine.
with child homicides before.
I know, hey, a few professional acquaintances of mine. They've dealt with kids who've stabbed classmates over pieces of gum.
That's messed up.
I would never do that.
Well, I don't... Look, I'm not saying that this guy doesn't need to be brought to
And
justice,
that
but
kid's name, Samuel Brown.
I'm not... I'm not saying that this kid isn't guilty or that he doesn't need to be brought to justice, but I have to be honest, guys. I don't know if I mentally can fight a kid. I just don't know if I have that in me. It just
Just
feels
leave
like
it to me then.
Here's what you. Okay,
You sure?
I have us a workaround, Hayden.
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Okay, I close my eyes.
Okay, Aego's gonna try to use a swarm to like manipulate Hayden's arms.
What?
Does it work?
What?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
What?
In what manner are you trying to manipulate?
Is he trying to make me fight
He's
like a puppet?
fucking Ratatouille, Hayden.
He's like shadow boxing air right now.
I don't think that would even work because, like, that wouldn't be my stand. It would be me.
Hey, you close your eyes. You put your stand. You aim your stand while I tell you to aim
Fucking
it.
Ratatouilleing Hayden's stand.
I sort of wave my arms and I, like, try to scatter the bugs. I go, no, it's not about that. I don't want to fight a kid, okay? I'm sorry. I don't mean to, drag the team down, but I'm not gonna fight a kid. All right. Look, isn't there anything else we could do?
What if this kid tries to kill you?
The Havoc Moon game just said we had to solve the mystery, right? We don't have to fight anyone. So let's just, say we solved it, right? I start, like, texting the phone
and let a killer go loose?
I don't know, okay?
Besides, more poignantly,
So
we
just to
don't know that
clarify,
we've solved it.
Just to clarify, are you driving right now?
Yeah, I
goes
goes driving.
You hear a bellowing honk from behind you.
Aigo
God.
flips the bird.
As you flip the bird and look in there, you can see a large school bus becoming rapidly larger in your rearview mirror as it rams towards the car.
Oh, not
Are we
this
doing
shit
this again?
Aigo,
That's
I
a
know.
lot more tires I should pop.
Aigo slams the accelerate.
I look
It is
behind
matching your fucking speed.
I look behind the car, like, the back window. Can I see?
Oh, guys, I just realized I shouldn't pop the tires on the school bus yet because this is gonna. A school bus is fucking long as fuck, and that can injure a lot of people if that thing fucking derails.
Right.
I mean, is the road busy right now?
It is a busy road with cars swerving out of the way of this school bus is clearly disobeying traffic laws as it rushes towards you.
I cannot do this to the school bus right now. That'll that could kill a lot of people.
Given the smaller size of Aigo's car compared to the school bus, and then its nimbler stats, he's gonna try to, like, put some of the other cars between him and the bus.
Before he does that, I want to look out the back. Before he does that, I want to look out the back window. Can I see anyone in the bus? Like, does it look full? Is there a driver?
There is no one in the bus, not even a driver. You can see the wheel moving on its own.
Oh god, guys! I think this is an enemy stand.
Is
no
the
shit.
stand?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm telling you, there's no driver in there. It's moving on its own.
As you say this, you see
I am climbing up onto the roof of Iggy's car.
And as you get up, you
Like,
see
out
from
of the
behind the
window.
school bus, like turning out into the left and right, are two other school buses, all of them coming in your direction.
Oh god.
Oh, son of a.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna try something really fast. That is dangerous.
Before I try and, like, fucking
Oh yeah, you're doing
Fast
something
and the
already. Go
Furious
for
jump
it.
on.
Go for it. You do your thing first.
I was gonna try and, like, jump on to the school bus that's closest to up me.
Yeah, do that.
And, like, yeah.
Right, okay, so let me see what you roll for that.
Probably a dex
would
plus
be-
speed if he's using his stand now.
I would say
Yeah,
that,
I think I would use since my stand can fucking float, I imagine that would be pretty helpful for getting onto the fucking bus.
Oh wait, shit! I looked at the thing again. Damn it! I'm so ADHD. Okay, hold on. Hour 56-ish. I looked at the fucking DSCP server again. I'm so stupid. Oh my god.
DSCP is something that's fucking public anyway.
we can't reveal the Discover an SCP server to the public. They can't know about
Like,
it.
there's probably gonna be a link to the server in the description.
Okay, fair, but I still have to blur the other one because that was like my private server with friends.
Okay.
Oh god.
Right, yeah, so roll that dex and speed there.
Alright, so for Yuzo, that's D8 plus D12. Nice!
Holy shit.
So you leap off the car, land on the roof of the school bus. As you land on the school bus, the one that you've just landed on does stop, and the other two zoom off past you, still chasing the car.
Oh, shit.
So,
How big is this
use
road
it
that they
as
can,
a-
like... How many lanes does this road have?
3.
Okay.
Can I try and do some angle shots to take out the brakes, or like take out the not the brakes, because the taking out the brakes would make this so much worse.
The engine?
Cut the
Yeah,
brakes while you're in it.
take out, like, hit the undersides of the bus to take out some of the shit that's propelling it, the engine stuff, and cause them to slow down.
Right, okay, roll for your, let's have a look. That'll be an attack roll, essentially.
Yeah, this bus slowed down too, so that'll be an easier shot than Iggy's car, I guess.
Yeah, give it a +1 there.
15.
This music's so tense. Yeah. So your ball bounces off a nearby lamppost, off the road, and onto the underside of the bus. And a few seconds later, you see smoke begin to belch. The bus begins to slow down severely.
Yeah,
It is still trying to
I tried to aim for both of the buses that are going after Iggy.
Oh, the one that going after them. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the one that you were standing on there. But yeah, so it goes after the one on the left there. Oh, so you're going for both of them?
Yeah.
So I'll say the 14 that you've done here is the first one. So that one definitely smacks off the inside. That one slows down in belching smoke out the underside of the bus. And roll for the second bus as well here. That won't be another AP.
Alright.
That's just sort of to see if that shot continues to be perfect on.
Oh, the ricochet.
Okay. So
Oh,
definitely-
holy sh...
So this one is even more impressive. It sort of bounces off the first bus under the road, bounces like there's like a circle around a manhole, launches off that, and then just sort of,
I'm just showing off right now.
yeah, bombards like bounces off the engine, off the road, off the engine, off the road a couple of times, and that one also
The
slows down.
Actually
smoke
thinks it's
belching.
safe for a few moments, and then the ball appears under it, and it goes, "Nunny."
So yeah, and you two in the car, you do notice the two buses that were chasing you have slowed to a crawl.
Yeah, I think Aego sees this in like the rear view mirror. He's gonna go like, I'm glad that guy's on our side.
Yeah, I know, right?
Seems we
And
may have
as for
seen
the
that
bus I'm on top of, I'm gonna lean over the side and look into the window.
It's an empty bus,
Yeah, figures.
and it begins to reverse.
Oh.
Backwards
Revert?
into traffic. Reverse.
Oh. I wanna hop off the bus and onto some floating object balls.
Right, okay. Roll for your sort of the agility one again.
Ooh.
Right, so you do manage to get off. It's a bit clumsy though. You sort of roll off and grab on with your hands to the floating balls, and so you're sort of hanging off them. As the bus sort of rams backwards into traffic, stops, and it looks like it's going to try ramming towards you again. So it seems like these buses are just sort of single-mindedly trying to either run you over or fucking kill you guys.
Yeah, figures. I have an incredibly silly idea. I want to try and like fucking matador the do like a matador thing and try and get the bus to like slam into a wall and jump over the bus, and while I'm in midair, fire off another shot to try and take out the underside of the bus again.
Right. Okay. So meanwhile, just while you're doing that, Hayden and Igo, how are you responding to these feats you've seen before you?
I'm responding. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Igo.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm thankful for the time users buying me, so I try and text the Havoc Moon number that's been texting us, and I say we solved the mystery. Jonesy Dog killed Lucy Gray to power up his stand, and I'm just hoping that works and ends the mission.
And you receive a reply instantly.
Oh, this menacing typing.
A theory started to form in my head as I said this. The truth must be confessed.
That's what I was about to bring up in the car before the bus thing happened.
So we have to get him to admit to it. My other theory was that Frenzel did it.
I was thinking that it's not a mystery unless the culprit confesses at the end. TBH.
Shit. Do you still have your bugs on that guy, Aigo? We need to hurry and find him while Yuzo's buying us time.
Are my bugs still on the guy, or has he gotten out of my range?
I believe you were heading towards him, so they are still on him. You sort of managed to keep him within your range. It seems he stopped somewhere.
He's pausing. Maybe the buses are his stand. Yuzo disabled him, that means he can't walk. Let's speed up.
Jeez.
I'm sure that guy can handle himself.
Well, the buses seem like real buses. I'm more inclined to believe a stand lets him control vehicles, is my guess. Do you want to bet money on it, Aigo?
You sound awfully confident.
Yuzo's fighting for his life.
I want to put some money on it.
They don't really have much of a reason to worry about Yuzo right now.
Yeah, he's proved himself capable. He's fine.
Okay.
I'll bet you $20 that his power is to control vehicles.
I'll bet you $20 it's something that can control vehicles, but it's not literally just controlling vehicles.
Well, that's not fair. That's just like anything that wasn't exactly what I said. That's a real lawyer bet of you to make.
You chose your side of that. Don't blame me.
That's not how betting works. Whatever, you suck, man. Just scoff. Anyway,
whatever, just cough up the 21 you're done when we're true of this.
Did you find him?
Yeah, he's still in my range. He's gonna put pedal to the metal again.
So it looks like you can sort of trace it to an old warehouse sort of near this place. Are you gonna sort of wait for Yuzo, or are you just gonna head there while he's sort of holding off this vehicular manslaughter?
We beat the stand user. We beat the stand. Let's go after this guy.
Okay, so you're driving off. Yuzo, you hear them drive off, sort of in the back of your hearing, as the bus rams towards you. You've intended to do some sort of matador, I believe.
Yeah.
How will you do this? Do you have a sheet?
I'm gonna align myself near a wall, making sure, of course, no civilians are nearby. But to be honest, at this point, people are probably running the fuck away.
Yeah, traffic has begun to slow to a crawl around this.
Yeah. I want to align it towards a wall where I'm sure no one will be hurt. And I kind of taunt it to come at me. And when it does, I want to kick off of my object balls into the air and fire another shot to the underside.
Right, okay. Another roll of your the agility one. Let's see. AF14 is necessary for this. You leap up majestically. The bus sails below you, and you hit smash into the fucking wall as the front of it crumples like a can of Coke. And it too, like the first two, stops.
Alright, second shot isn't even necessary, alright.
So these school buses, and from the side of there is, you can sort of, now outside sort of the range of combat, you can see that these are school buses from George Harrison Private Academy, have retired.
Wait, that was a
I do.
Never mind.
I do a fucking pretend like I'm waving a capote around, and I do a bow, and the curtains close.
The civilians watching do not seem to appreciate it.
Yeah, I didn't think they would. I leave.
You do that awkwardly and then just run.
Classic Yuzo.
Fucking Joseph Joestar. Meanwhile,
See, it may look awkward to them, but to me, I'm the coolest son of a bitch around.
So meanwhile, at the the two of you sort of reach this abandoned warehouse, sort of on the beachfront here. I said a beachfront. I didn't mean like a fancy way. It just means it's next to the sea. And there's no other vehicles here apart from you. It's just this big, dusty skeleton of a warehouse. And with your stand, you can feel the presence of the person you put it on, Jonesy, just standing still inside in a small office up near the top of it.
Ready to rock and roll, Ayatollah?
Never call me back again and I'll give you another $20.
Okay. Just stick my hand out.
He's gonna like crack his knuckles, because unlike Hayden, he's got no qualms with beating up students. Let's go.
Oh man, yeah, let's go check this out.
Right, the two of you enter the warehouse. It's dark inside, even with the sort of daylight. There's just the level of dust and metal and sheets and everything. There's just sort of cast this darkness inside. It's just very menacing. Every step seems to echo through the space.
Does it seem like the guy I'm tracking is still stationary?
He is.
Ego's gonna give the room like a sweeping look. He's gonna like order the bugs that were tracking him to like attack. See if it makes him scream. Like the guy. Scream.
There is no response.
That's odd. He tries to like buzzes with their wings to get like a sense of where we are from the sound.
There is no response.
He can't hear the buzzing from inside the building?
There's no response.
Wait, no. He's not trying to get a reaction now. He's trying to use the buzzing to hear. Are you saying he can't hear the buzzing?
Oh, right. I misunderstood there. You can hear the buzzing, yes.
Hayden, he's in that direction. He's over there.
All right, let's do
there's
this.
Like a little metal stairway that goes up slightly to this little boxy office.
Yeah, I'll start charging ahead. And I guess kick down the office door.
You kick down the office door, it falls down, and you can see who you assume to be Jonesy. He's sitting in a sort of a swivelly office chair facing away from you, looking towards this window that's looking out at the sea.
Jonesy! That's you, right?
He doesn't respond.
Look, I think I know what's happening here, but I'm gonna do the dramatic speech. I'm gonna be like, Jonesy, look, I don't know what you've done, or if it's true that you've killed anyone, but just, whatever it is, if you just confess now, it'll be so much easier. Look, no one needs to get hurt, okay? I know what it was like to be a kid. It's tough, yeah? I'm, like, slowly approaching.
You hear dripping.
Jonesy, are you drinking something? The closer I get, the more the sweat starts to pour off my brow, and then I swivel the chair towards me.
In the hands of Jonesy is a bloody knife, and you can see that his throat has been cut. He's dead.
Wait, his fingers are like still gripping the knife?
They are.
Jonesy?
And in one hand he has the knife, in the other you can see a cell phone that's called 911. And outside you can hear police sirens.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! I quickly run back down to Iago. I'm like, we gotta go!
And then
What?
as the sirens grow louder and everything becomes worse and worse in your heads, something you could never have imagined happens.
The session
Oh,
ends?
no. That's the
Session
worst
ends.
possible outcome. No!
No! Alright, so we have a murder mystery. We
I
have
like
the-
that this is another episode of Iggy and Hayden getting fucked over while Yuzo acts like the coolest motherfucker.
Hey, we were pretty cool last episode. I thought the Bruce fight was really neat.
Yeah, but Iggy got bodied.
Yeah, but, you know, that's...
It was a
his
cool
fault.
way.
Yeah. So I'm back to original theory. Maybe Frenzel's the murderer. Or maybe it's Percy. Oh god, there's so many people. There's so many names, it could be anyone. It could be the teacher too, suspicious teacher.
Frenzel is looking really suspicious now.
So could
Although-
the teacher too that like approached me and was all menacing. Maybe because he would have access to her locker.
Didn't this kind of insinuate a suicide, or did I misunderstand?
It insinuated
I feel like it's a setup.
yeah, I feel like this guy was set up. Why would he kill himself then immediately call 911? I think
He's just a pawn of some greater enemy.
You know what? Maybe someone's power is controlling things. It's not just buses, and they controlled him. In which case, I'm very
So,
scared to chase
You're
them
saying
down.
that Aigo won the bet.
Well, we don't know that yet. Okay, Aigo. Right now, the cops are here, and the session's over.
Oh
I'm
no.
just theory
The
crafting.
cliffhanger. The cliffhanger.
But yeah, thank you guys for
And
watching.
conveniently, Yuzo is far away from that, so...
Thank you guys for watching. We'll have to try not to die next time or get caught by the cops. Yeah. I mean, if we
Yeah.
do, Aigo will be my lawyer, so he'll get me out of any
The
trouble.
I mean,
Absolutely.
he'll be representing himself first and foremost.
My client won't say a word without me present. You're also a suspect. Well, about that.
You know, there's such a thing as a
To be
plea
honest,
bargain.
I feel like that could be a fucking Better Call Saul episode.
Listen, Hayden, you're not gonna say a damn word. I didn't do it! Yeah, that's what they all say. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I'm genuinely excited for what happens next week. This episode might be a tad late, because this week is, like, Hell Week for me, so it might come out on, like, Tuesday or something, but I'll get it figured out. Thank you all for watching. Bye!
Stay tuned for an exciting part 2.
Ooh, or, well, part 4.
Part
No,
two
but,
of this episode.
but like this
Should
like,
I call
current
this
plot
episode,
thread
like, part
is
1?
like
Yeah.
Jonesy Town. That's the name of the episode. No, it's not. I'll think of something. Alright, bye!